all the years they did it. And music has played such a part. There's plenty of examples there in the video of the Bugsy Malone extravaganza. Hard to believe that's 3 years ago now. You know, I didn't know that Grace Childs, for example, had the wonderful singing talent and singing voice that she did, or the outstanding performance of Rian Lawler in one of the main parts in his kind of his George Clooney's performance, or Lola Sweeney's performance. I think of you know, people like Jamie Kirkpatrick, who had an obsession with being on time and punctual. But at least when he did come in late, he always had a smile on his face, which made it a little bit easier for him, a bit of charm. You know, Frank Knowles, I see there, he may be in need of the Barbers to reopen in a week's time. But, you know, again, wonderful debating talents. I think of the Artful Dodgers gang. You know, I won't say Adam Langford had anything to do with it, but those various different groups, chats I would have had. Delighted to see Craig Davis, chats I would have had with Craig in the corridors as Craig was playing with Dublin development squads, and we'd have great chats in the corridors about how Dublin were getting on and how he was getting on. And as Seamus Gallagher mentioned, nobody would forget Manus's memorable performances at assembly time. You dare not listen when Manus was playing, or Oscar O'Luhan. Lovely to hear a bit of Gaeilge there. And Oscar was always in to tell us about his latest injury or mishap through fifth and sixth year. It just goes on. You know, I saw Josh Mullen there with the gang together there, and I remembered in first or second year with himself and Suyash. They had I think it was a Rubik's cube against a clock for us during the assembly that we'll all kind of remember those. Not to mention Michael Cook's famous haircut last year. I see the hair has well grown back. Famous haircut. It just, as I went through the list, and I have the list of the class here, there are so many things, and maybe it's a good thing that the assembly or the graduation is a year on, because you know, sometimes I'd look at a list of the particular year and you're trying to think things, but maybe with a year's reflection, you know, things could come back to you an awful lot, or come back to me an awful lot quicker. As I mentioned at the beginning, and Emily mentioned it, I would like to thank Emily for her leadership, and for the huge support of John Melia and James McGowan, the school officers. Really played such an important role. Nobody will ever have to play the kind of role that you've had to play as school officers, particularly the first half of the year and then the second half of the year. And I know it was a time, you know, this time last year was a time of much uncertainty. And I remember Leo Varadkar saying to us that the Leaving Cert would take place in June by hook or by crook. So we were confused, I suppose, and uncertain what was going to happen. And your steady leadership of your group and your peers really stands out to me, Emily and John and James indeed. So you've all managed to move on. I do, as I noted there, this time last year it was all, I suppose it was skinheads, I suppose is the term that used to be used. There was hardly a blade of hair amongst you, and now everybody's in dire need of a haircut this year. Obviously styles change quickly, but Emily mentioned the word, I have it written down here in bold, the word resilience, and you've shown that in spades. You've shown that in spades. You know, you moved through those various different difficulties that confronted you last year, and you're moving on. And even though you may not have, you know, you haven't yet probably had the opportunity to enjoy the excitement that is the first year in college and so on, I'm sure that you will get your opportunity to enjoy the next chapter in due course, and your time in particular last year will stand to you. So obviously, and we would hope that you'd have huge fondness for St. Conleth's. And we'd hope you bring with you some of the values that the school stands for. And as you go really from first year in school onto sixth, you will all have been, as you saw on the video there, the bus, you'll all have changed, you've all have developed, you've emerged as strong, independent young men and young women. So I would hope, or our hope for the school is that you will go out into society and in various different fields, whatever they may be, and your chosen fields, I suppose, whatever they may be, positive influences and bring that positive outlook. We hope you would have got St. Collins with you and some of the values with you. You have been, and I don't say it lightly and I don't always say it, but you have been an exemplary group, the graduation class of 2020. If you were a wine, I suppose you would be a fine vintage. Um, you know, um, we never had too many difficulties. If we did at all, not very many difficulties with you as a group. You could get on with things very well. As I said, I looked down through the group. There are so many different personalities together. You're always easy to deal with. Each one of you unique. So tonight we'll celebrate your unique individual talents, your personality, but I suppose how you all combine that as a group with your own collective spirit and group spirit and your own qualities. As Emily said, we thank your parents who are here tonight for sending your sons and daughters and entrusting your sons and daughters with us in St. Collins. And I saw Roger there briefly earlier on, who was chairman of the Parents Association, and the parents have always been a huge support. And, without the parent support, the parental support for the school and for you as pupils, we wouldn't get anywhere really about that unless we had that support. We thank you as well, the parents tonight, for playing your role in what we believe, and I'm sure you all believe, is a wonderful school that we're all very proud of. Emily mentioned it finally. Emily mentioned it. She mentioned about education and the importance of it. I've said this before, your education continues every day. Long after your formal education ends, your education should continue into your lives. Always be open-minded and, more importantly, always be open-hearted. You've shown that in spades and continue it on. I quoted many times. There's a little picture on my notice board behind me in my office. It's Aristotle, and it says, educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. So I salute you all, even a year on, and hopefully we'll all get opportunities to talk and chat and to talk about old memories in due course. We're all anxious. Look, I'll leave the final word, as Emily says, to be yourselves and go out there and thrive and enjoy the lives that are ahead of you. So thanks very much for being on.
Thank you. Thanks, Mr. Dooling. Thank you very much. And now, class of 2020, you have been past pupils for some time at this stage, but I'm now going to ask Mr. Peter O'Neill, who is the president of the Past Pupils Union, to welcome you on board. Peter.
I know the spirit of Kevin Kelleher is down upon us at the moment, because I can hear Donal saying about the haircuts, because I know Kevin said to me, O'Neill, get your haircut, and I apologise, I need to get the old clippers, which are arriving in from Amazon, I think, any day now. But anyway, look, what is the Past Pupils Union? You're all part of it now. You're all part of the family. I mean, I'm going to just give you a little story of what it meant to me. Like when I left back in '88, over 30 years ago, it was Ronan O'Kelly got me my first job in the petrol station up in Walkinstown. And it was those contacts that certainly I learned that I didn't want to work in a petrol station for a long time, and on I went. So look, Anne Shepherd taught me Spanish and helped me get through there. And what happened was I slipped into the IT business, sort of selling software and chancing my arm and flogging it away. I got invited to the American embassy to meet some business people, And I just thought this was cool. I was a young fella, got a cool invitation, arrived at the American Embassy, walked in the front door and said, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Luckily, there was a Conleithian back there, and Andy McDougall, who helped me meet some of these American people. But more importantly, the next day, he's invited me out to dinner, and I was able to meet my lovely wife, and away we go. What I'm trying to say to you there is that there's a great connection of people out there that you can connect with. Now, so I'm going to move on there a bit there. So there's a few things I want to say is, look, what is the Past Pupils Union going to do for you? Okay, we're giving you a dinner voucher. Okay, I think you should be getting that shortly. I think it's the Patrick Gibbos, is that right? No, I think it's a Just Eat it's a Just Eat voucher. But look, there's a Just Eat voucher heading out your way. Look, I want to tell you now, I think you've had such a tough time, and I really am so proud of you guys. I love the school, and I wish I could meet you. But I promise you now, when I see you at the next dinner, I'm going to personally buy you all a drink. You know what I mean? So that's one little thing. But the next thing is, we've been working in the Past Pupils Union here of trying to modernize our technology. The first thing we've done recently with the help of Ellen Long is we've developed a LinkedIn. LinkedIn, I'm sure you well know, is a social media kind of a business networking thing. Use it, guys. When you use it, connect to me, connect to other people. There are Conleithians out there. We can help you in your business lives as you progress on. So what else can I say to you there? Remember, so there's a big network out there. They're everywhere. They really are all over the world. Look, I was showing my son. I don't know you all, but I hope to meet you at the next dinner. And I am going to make a little shout out to Liam and Rian, who my son James thinks are great, cool guys from your class. So I know you're keeping an eye out for them. So well done, Liam and Rian, and I'll see you someday. So all I'm going to say to you is, look, connect with us on LinkedIn. We're going to try and run some dinners, some barbecues, some business network meetings when we can. So stay safe, carpe diem, and God bless, and good evening until I see you all again in person. Okay? Take care, guys. Okay?
Great. Thank you very much, Peter. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Now we're going to move on to the next section of the evening, and this is the awards and presentations. Okay, so the very first set of awards are the Captain's Awards, the various different officers of the school. And so we have the different plaques here ready, and has them ready. Anne Shepherd is there in St. Connors. She's got them all, and here are the plaques which are being presented to the various different school officers. So we have the following officers: the school captain, Emily Mansfield; vice captain, John Melia; we have vice captain, James McGowan; we have the auditor of debates, Joe Downey; we have the golf captain, Jamie McMahon; rugby captain, Rian Lawler; tennis captain, Michael Cook; we have our basketball captains, Fiona McElliott and Jack Doyle; we have our hockey captain, Emily Mansfield, and our athletics captain, Oisin McGinley. And for all the wonderful work that you did over the years, we thank you all, and you will receive your plaques in due course. Thank you very much, Ms. Shepherd, for presenting those. The next section we move on to are the various different subject awards. And the first subject award we have is the Irish Award. Ms. Shepherd, you might have that there to show us. This award, a beautiful trophy, was presented by Liam Doran, who's a local historian, retired journalist from County Tipperary, and he wrote a history, gave a lecture at the Thomas MacDonagh Heritage Centre in Cloughjordan, which is the home of Bernard Shepherd, founder of our school. And he presented this to us. The nominees for this award, for the Irish Award, are Emily Mansfield, Oisin McGinley, Rian Lawler, Oscar O'Loughlin, and the winner is Oscar O'Loughlin. Congratulations, Oscar. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Shepherd. The next one is the Hamilton History Trophy. This was presented by some people who live very close to the school, and they were the parents of Nicholas, Alex, and Ollie Hamilton, presented to us in 2010. And this is awarded to the person who presents the best Leaving Cert research report each year. The nominees for this award are John Melia, Frank Knowles, Liam Riley, Dara Henry. And the winner is Frank Knowles. Congratulations, Frank. We move on to the Art Award. And it's a beautiful book. It's awarded to a student in 6th year who, in the view of the adjudicators, chaired by the art teacher, presents the best portfolio of art each year. And the award is an inscribed art book. The nominees for this award are Fiona McElliott, Ty Harnett, Nina Howden, Jennifer Reynolds. And the winner is Nina Howden. Congratulations, Nina. We move on to the Geography Award. And this was first awarded in 2007. And it's an inscribed glass globe. It's awarded for excellence in geography to a 6th year student. Nominees for this prestigious award are Oisin McGinley, Jimmy Crowe, Jack Doyle, Adam Langford. And the winner is Jimmy Crowe. Congratulations, Jimmy. The AIB Maths Award. And this is presented by the Allied Irish Bank for excellence in mathematics. The nominees for this are Joe Downey, Edward Cow, Kieran Huckfeld, Suyash Patadir. And the winner is Suyash. Well done, Suyash.
These things, I think, now.
Okay, now we have plaques to present as well. Ms. Shepherd, I think you have those there, don't you? These are the plaques which are presented to the team, the very successful team who took part in the Irish Mathematics Teachers Association quiz. And these are presented to the following mathematicians: Michael Cook, Joseph Downey, Ty Harnett, Kieran Huckfeld, Adam Langford, Oisin McGinley, Suyash Padidar, and Edward Quay. Congratulations to you all, and well done. Galileo thermometer, a very impressive looking piece of artwork. I can never quite figure out what exactly it is, but it looks rather amazing. And it was presented.
Seamus, you've gone.
Just
in biology. Oh, my sound is gone. Am I back again?
Now. I think it's back now.
I'm back. Thank you very much. So the Galileo thermometer is presented to a student, a science student. It can include maths, applied maths, physics, chemistry, biology, combination of these. The nominees for this are Suyash, Edward, Oscar O'Lewin, Joe Downey, and the winner of the Galileo thermometer this year is Joe Downey. Congratulations, Joe. Well done. Next, we have the Music Award. As you know, music is very highly thought of in the school, and we've had some wonderful musicians and have some wonderful musicians throughout the school. This award was inaugurated by the class of 2006, awarded to the past pupil who has contributed most to music in the school. In 2013, the Parents Association commissioned a porcelain music symbol by Michelle Hannon as a perpetual award. Nominees for this award are Manus McGerald, Oscar O'Lewin, Sammy Butler, Lola Sweeney, and the winner is Manus McGerald. Congratulations, Manus, and well done. The Linguist Award is the next one. Ms. Shepherd, I think you have that there as well. Okay. The Linguist Award has been awarded since 2008 to a student for excellence in modern languages. The trophy was made, it's a beautiful piece of work made by our past pupil, Owen Woods, which was, he was commissioned this piece and presented it to the school in 2013. The nominees for the Linguist Award for this year are Oisin McGinley, Rian Lawler, Joe Downey, John Melia, and the winner is Oisin McGinley. Well done, Oisin. The next award is a sports award. And this perpetual trophy was presented by the school by the 1995 Leaving Cert class. It's awarded each year for outstanding achievement in sport, and this year the nominees are Jack Doyle, Rian Lawler, Emily Mansfield, Liam Riley. The winner is Rian Lawler. Congratulations to Rian. Okay. Our next award is coming up, and that is the Woods Bowl. Okay. Mr. Garville, I can't see Miss Shepherd. Is she still there? Could you spotlight Miss Shepherd?
I see me, Mr. Garver.
There you go. I've got you now. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think Mr. Carville was becoming engrossed in proceedings there. This is an amazing piece, this Woods Bowl. Thanks, John, for sorting that back for me again. A massive piece of artwork in itself. It's presented to St. Conleth's. It was presented to St. Conleth's by Philip Woods in 2000. It was designed with Celtic motifs and extracts from the Book of Kells. It was hand-turned by a member of the Woods family, who had many members in St. Conleth's of their family. This award is presented for a project done in the broad context of Celtic studies. It could include history, Irish language, Anglo-Irish literature, art. The nominees for the Woods Bowl this year are Frank Knowles, Dara Henry, Joseph Downey, Paris Heffernan Moran, and the winner is Dara Henry. Well done and congratulations, Dara. Next up, we have the John Kelly Award. Again, a wonderful piece of sculpture. The John Kelly Award is in memory of Professor John Kelly, who attended St. Conleth's 1939-1945. He became a Fine Gael TD. He was Attorney General. It was presented to the school in 1992. This perpetual trophy is a bronze head of a Grecian youth cast by the well-known Irish sculptor Linda Brunker. The award is given to a first or sixth year student for excellence in classics, to include Greek, Latin, classical studies, and modern languages, based on a portfolio of written work in any of the above areas. The competition is open to fifth and sixth year students, not first, fifth and sixth. The nominees this year were Josh McCormick, Laura Kelly, Daniel Devey, and it was won by a sixth year. It was won by Laura Kelly. Congratulations, Laura. Well deserved. That's the end of the subjects. Now we have another very special award, and this is in commemoration of one of our teachers. This is the Frances Brotteland Award. Okay. And I'll just tell you a little bit about this. Okay, this is the award itself. It's a beautiful piece. It's in memory of our dear Frances Brotteland, who's French teacher, guidance counsellor, overall legend in St. Conleth's. It was donated by Matt Ryan, one of our past pupils, in 2001, and it is presented to a student from any year who has made an outstanding contribution to St. Conleth's College above and beyond the ordinary. The award was instituted in 2016 and has only been presented twice since then. It's not presented every year. This award is carved in ash and walnut, and it's a symbol of growth and renewal, wisdom and knowledge, the tree of life. It's supported and sustained and contributed intrinsically to all life surrounding it. Now, the award, as I say, is not given every year. This year it was awarded to one of our students from 2020 because of this winner's contribution to our open day, among many reasons. Very positive written comments, which we received from the past pupils of the class of 1969, for whom she gave tours to the school. Her knowledge and ethos and love of St. Conleth's. She liaised with the deputy, the principal, form teachers during lockdown, dealing with organisational matters on behalf of the class, sometimes pointing out if anybody was struggling, very aware of the students in her year. She also played a major role in the organisation of the graduation last year. These are a few of the many contributions made by this year's winner of the Frances Brotteland Award, Emily Mansfield. Congratulations, many congratulations, Emily.
Thank you, sir.
Well done.
Thank you.
The next one is the Bank of Ireland Student of the Year Award. And this award is presented annually by the Bank of Ireland to the best overall pupil in sixth year. I think Ms. Shepherd has it there. It's a beautiful piece of glasswork. The winner is decided on a vote by the 6th year teachers. The criteria used are participation, personal development, maturity, potential leadership, integration and commitment. It was first awarded in 1995. The nominees were Rian Lawler, Jimmy Crowe, John Melia, Rory Gahan. And the winner of the Bank of Ireland Student of the Year for 2020 is John Melia. Congratulations, John, and well done.
Thank you, sir.
Well done. Now, we're going to take a tiny little break for a moment from Miss Shepherd before we come to the last very important award. And I want to hand the baton here over to Mr. Carville, who has a particular award that he wishes to make. Mr. Carville.
Sound, John. Turn your sound on.
So hi everyone. I just want to mention just two things. Would you all please come into the school to collect your awards over the next few weeks? Don't wear your hippie gear or whatever. Be sort of semi respectable, because you will be recorded for future, for all the future years. And you just call in, and then Mr. Lapfus is to take a photograph of you actually receiving your award, and that will be stored away for future annuals and so on and so forth. So Michael, since first year, I have said to you, I have a surprise for you on graduation night. And I don't know whether you will even remember the surprise, but in first year, probably in the autumn of your first year, we took your year down to Ferry Carrig to the National Heritage Centre. Maybe indicate if you get what I'm going to be reminding you of, Michael, at any stage. I don't know whether you'll cop it, but anyway, so basically while we were down in Wexford, you won something in a machine, one of those machines that you never win anything, and it's basically the one that the claw drops down and grabs a fluffy animal, and you won a fluffy animal. But Jamie McMahon and Adam Langford and Jamie Kirkpatrick and so on were all around there to slag you for having won a fluffy animal, so you put the fluffy animal in the bin. And I'm delighted to be able to say I rescued the fluffy animal, and I'm in a position to return it to you this evening. So if your dad or mum has it there, maybe you could open it up and show everybody.
No way.
Oh, open the box. Open the box.
Yeah.
Rip it apart. Just there's a little history book in there as well, because I know you like reading history. It's well wrapped. So hold up the so there's the fluffy animal. So I want to see that at every past people's dinner that you go to. So when you're 5 years out, 10 years out, 15 years out, I want you to bring that dinosaur to the past people's dinner and enjoy that book as well. So that's all from me, and I hope I will see all of you over the years to come. And obviously, a thing that Kevin Keller used to always say, and Ms. Shepherd always says, we love to see you coming back and visiting the school. So as the years pass by, once COVID is over, hopefully within the next 5 years sometime, you'll be able to visit the school again. So one last thing to mention on a housekeeping front, the Let's Eat vouchers should be in your email. If you check afterwards, your Let's Eat vouchers should be in your email, so you can use them tonight or not as you please. And I'm going to, yeah, so that's me done, Mr. Gallagher. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Carville. Okay, so, and if you can spotlight Miss Shepherd for me again there. And we have a very important final award, and this is the Bernard Shepherd Medal. And this award is given for academic excellence in 6th year. A trust fund was set up by the past pupils to commemorate the founder of St. Conleth's, Bernard Shepherd, and the medal was first awarded in 1959. It's presented to the student who attains the highest points in Leaving Cert in St. Conleth's each year. So normally at a regular graduation ceremony, this would not be available to us since we would not be aware of points. But that's not the case this year, and we have the highest points. And the winner for the Bernard Shepperton Medal for the class of 2020 is Suyash. Congratulations, Suyash.
Now, I just want to
That's
find where Suyash is on my screen. Will you talk for a second, Suyash, so you will appear?
I will, yeah. Cheers.
Where are you?
Speak to us again.
Can you see me, yeah?
No.
All right.
Oh, there you are, yeah. Just give me
What's
2
up?
seconds now, and I will spotlight you. There you go.
Hi, thanks.
So well done, Suyash.
Well done, Suyash. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Well done. Well done. Okay, now that's the end of our awards. So I'd like to hand over to Miss Anne Shepherd, who would like to say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Gallagher, and good evening to you all. I just a couple of housekeeping things before I actually start, and one of those is the awards. The only big award that is actually for keep, and that's the Student of the Year award, the VAS. The other awards, you get a memento for it to keep. We will engrave your names on the awards. We're not going to be giving them out to you the day. We'll get your photograph taken with the award and the memento. We'll engrave the name, but mainly because in 3 or 4 weeks' time, we will be making those awards to the class of 2021. So Emily, maybe if it isn't awarded this year, your award can be, you can take it home for the year, but we don't know at this stage yet. So I'm not going to keep you long. I hope you have all received, and I don't know if you have you all received the little parcel that we sent? Ellen here in the office has been working hard to get it out to you, and in it we had the ring, we had the photograph, and I'm delighted actually we got the photograph and this is the photograph that will be up on the wall, that at least it was taken at the beginning of your 6th year, and you've all got a copy of that. You've got your ring. We've given you a Conleth's string bag, and we've also given you a special pen that says graduation 2020. So I hope you've got them. If you haven't, let me know. We did send them out on Wednesday, I think. I would wish, Emily, that I had your poise to be able to look as if I'm not reading what I'm going to say. You did it so well. And I don't know whether you were reading or not reading, but it looked as if you weren't. Whereas I'm afraid, despite all my years of having to say a few words, I do have to write it down. I really I mean, it's been said before, like to acknowledge your parents and say thank you to your parents for sending you to Conleth's. I would like to acknowledge your teachers and to thank them for getting you as far as the Leaving Cert last year, and especially your form teachers and Mr. O'Dooley and Miss Hopkins. But most of all, want to acknowledge you, the class of 2020, and commend you for getting through such tough challenges. And as I said last year, and the word has been mentioned 3 or 4 times this evening, the Leaving Cert year of 2020 will be known not for the class that never did the Leaving Cert, rather for their resilience, their courage, their determination. And these are attributes that any employer will want. We are very proud of you, and we really are. And, you know, do keep in touch with us. Do keep us up to date on what you're doing. We always look forward to the past pupils' dinners and other occasions that, and we hope post-COVID you'll be dropping in and out to the school. And as my dad, Kevin Kelleher, would always say, I hope you are as proud of us as we are of you. So listen, enjoy the rest of the evening, and looking forward to be able to celebrate in person with you at the next Past People dinners. Good luck to you all.
Thank you very much, Ms. Shepherd. Thanks for those words. Thank you so much. Okay, and I would like to sign off here saying thank you to everyone for being here this evening, for being with us. I think this is for many reasons, was a historic graduation. It was simultaneously the longest graduation and the shortest graduation we've ever had. It was the longest because we started working on it in 2020 and we finished it in 2021. And it's the shortest because it's come in at just under an hour, which is unheard of in a graduation ceremony. And yet I don't think there was a feeling of it being rushed or anything like that. You all presented yourselves with great dignity, as we'd always expect from you all. We're very proud of you all. Thank you very much for being here this evening. And we look forward to seeing you all live and in person very soon, hopefully. Emily is now going to take over as host of this meeting. The class can stay behind and you can get together and have a chat with each other. Meanwhile, parents and teachers can go off and have themselves a well-earned cup of tea. Thank you all. Good luck. Good night.
Thanks, Million.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
This was great. Thanks, Million.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
you.
Bye all.
Good luck.
Thanks, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Great fun.
Good luck.
Cheers.
Well done to you all. Bye.
Oh no,
that was you. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Bye bye.
Cheerio.
Bye bye.
Go. Let's go.
Okay, so I have to make Emily the host. So
I don't care.
Oh, will you not
How's
stay,
Emily
sir?
gone?
Would you not stay for a drink?
I'd love to stay.
Adam has been fantasizing about drinking with you for a long time.
Well, if you replace the word drinking with something else.
That's weird.
What are you doing, Fab?
No, a little smooch can't do too much harm.
Man, what are you doing? Yeah, we should touch the laptop. What are you doing? Laptop, would you? You're an easy Frank. What are you doing? Why are you trying to touch the laptop?
I have to go to the lavage.
Empty, man.
Mr.
Yeah, we don't need to
Sorry,
know.
Mr. Carville, I have to go to the loo, but thank you very much. This was great.
Thanks for sharing that with us.
Yep.
The thing is still recording.
Oh, sorry, it is. Yes, I'll stop that.